Where do forces come from? For example, forces of attraction, repulsion, friction, and forces between magnets. And we need to know what keeps everything in the universe together. We know there are four types of forces: gravity, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force. But electromagnetism and weak are actually the same. That was discovered by Pakistani scientist Dr. Abdul Salam and two others. They got Nobel Prize on it. So we have three forces: gravity, strong force, and electroweak force. Answer to our question is forces come from interaction of particles. There are four types of fundamental interactions between particles. They attract, they repel, they decay, and they annihilate. All these forces are explained by one of these fundamental interactions. Let's talk about electromagnetism. This force is created by exchange of a force carrier particles called photon. Photons have zero mass and they travel at speed of light in vacuum. We know there are various types of rays on electromagnetic spectrum: gamma, ultraviolet, radio waves, etc. But they all have different frequencies. Visible light is also an electromagnetic wave, but with a limited frequency range that we can see with our naked eyes. Question is, do photons work for all these different types of waves? Yes, it is only exchange of photons that creates all that. But photons have different level of energy for each part of the spectrum. Our next question is that atom is electrically neutral because we know number of protons and neutrons are equal in an atom. Then how an atom which is neutral attracts another neutral atom? Answer is very simple and interesting. Charged particles of one atom interact with charged particles of another atom. This effect is called residual electromagnetic force. So this atomic bonding is also in fact interaction of particles. That is the basis of all our chemistry. Next question that comes to mind is, how come nucleus stays together with particles of same charge? Why don't proton and proton move away by electromagnetic repulsion? So electromagnetic force does not explain that, right? What else could be there? Gravity? No. Gravity is too tiny to overpower the electromagnetic force. Let's see what is happening inside a proton or inside a neutron. Quarks have another interesting property called color charge. It is entirely different from the electrical charge. The color charge creates a very strong field known as color force field between the quarks. Whenever two quarks are close to one another inside the color charge field, they exchange a force carrier particles called gluons that binds them together very tightly. Now you can guess why gluons are called gluons. Simple, because they glue the quarks together. Let's explain it a bit more. Quarks have three colors: red, green, and blue. And likewise, antiquarks, which is antimatter of quark, have three anticolors: anti-red, anti-green, and anti-blue. A gluon carry one color charge and one anticolor charge. So there should be 3 into 3, 9 possible color-anticolor combinations. But very strangely, scientists have mathematically observed only 8 combinations. Please note, color charge has nothing to do with visible colors. It is just a naming convention used by physicists to describe properties of particles. Our original question is still there. What holds the nucleus together? Remember, we have two basic facts here. One, protons and neutrons are color neutral. They have zero net color charge. And two, protons should repel each other with electromagnetic force. Then, what keeps them together inside a nucleus? This is explained by the residual strong force, which is caused by gluons exchange between protons and neutrons. It is just in the same manner as we recall, there is a residual electromagnetic force between the two neutral atoms. Now we know there are 6 flavors of quarks and 6 kinds of leptons, but most of our matter is made up of 4 of them: up quark, down quark, electron, which is type of lepton, and neutrinos. All other quarks and leptons just decay to form these 4 particles. What causes that? Weak interactions. Gravity is totally weird. Maybe there are some force carrier particle gravitons. We have absolutely no idea about it. Let's sum it up. All forces that we observe are one of these 3 forces, caused by interaction of fundamental particles. This ends our introduction to particles and forces. All our science is about these particles and forces. Chemistry is about electroweak force, biology is a branch of chemistry. You can say biology is a chemistry of life. That explain what all today's understanding on matter is about. Next, we'll know more about their properties so that we can answer questions like why sun burns, what is a black hole, wh- why planets are round, how electricity flows, how plants eat sun, and many more that may come to our mind. Thank you very much.